Recently, Avengers Endgame celebrated coming out 1 year ago in the cinema, and to celebrate the highest grossing film of all time, we put together our top 15 moments from the MCU. To stay up to date with all things Rage Against the Geek, like this video, press the subscribe button, and click on that bell. In at number 15, we've got Mr. Stark, I Don't Feel So Good. Every loss in Avengers Endgame hit people differently, but none captured the collective feels of fans, quite like Peter's final moment with Tony. It begins with that just one line, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good, and some fans theorised that his spider sense gave him early warning about his own demise, making the scene all more wrenching upon second viewing. Additionally, it's ultra expressive of Tony's failure. He spends the whole movie trying to save the world in general, and Peter in particular. Even when Peter inevitably returns, we expect this scene will still make people cry.
Stark, I don't feel so good.
You're all right.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Hurry. I don't want to go. I don't want to go, sir. Please. Please, I don't want to go. I don't want to.
In at number 14, those muscles though. In a film of intensely gifable moments, this perhaps takes the biscuit a little bit. It's the moment when Steve Rogers, desperate to stop his frenemy Bucky Barnes from escaping in a chopper, he just grabs it. Why not? Much is made about how Captain America has a heart so pure he can make Mjolnir wobble, but let's not beat around the bush. This is entirely about Chris Evans' rippling man pecs. Give me a cold shower! Huh. Oh, Chris. In at number 13, we've got Hulk versus Hulkbuster. Sometimes you don't want nuance. Sometimes you want to see 8-foot superheroes beat the out of each other. Having come down with a serious case of scarlet witchitis, Hulk is angry, even more so than usual, and it takes Tony Stark's Hulkbuster suit, Veronica, as he christens her, to hydraulic drill punch him back to reality. In at number 12, we've got Louis Tells Tales. Making an impact as a supporting character in an MCU film is not an easy thing to do. What with, all these superhero-powered folk flying around punching people really hard. But Ant-Man's Luis is Ant-Man's MVP, and his finest moments are often his off-topic tip montages that reveal his hidden depths, including a love of fine wines and neo-cubism.
Okay, I was at a wine tasting with my cousin Ernesto, which was mainly reds, and I don't love reds, man, but there was a rosé that saved the day. It was delightful. And he tells me about this girl, Emily, that we used to kick it with. It was actually the first pair of boobs that I ever touched.
It's the wrong details. It has nothing to do with the story.
In at number 11, you want to see my lease? Nick Fury has a much-alluded military background, but in the MCU, he's rarely given the opportunity to flex his badassery. The key exception is the Winter Soldier. In this frantic high-tech battle on the streets of DC, for all the whiz-bangery of all the superhero gang, it's immensely satisfying to see ground-level action like this bring it back to thrilling basics.
Window integrity, 1%. Now!
In at number 10, enter Nick Fury. The first real post-credits sting, and possibly still the best, well, certainly the most important. Kevin Feige made his intentions clear right from the start. Where most shared cinematic universes stumble early, he followed it through with style. And Christ, didn't it have us all seeing how it all pays off? Really smart move.
Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative.
In at number 9, only Thor can get it up. Ah, the calm before the Ultron-shaped storm. But this scene of superhero dick swinging isn't just there for the laughs. It also perfectly shows how the Avengers have become more than just colleagues. They've now become friends, which makes what comes next, Civil War, all the more poignant and heartbreaking. Hey, not bad for some drunken gestures of bravado.
Be right back.
Are you even pulling? Are you on my team? Just represent, pull.
Number 8. He's a friend from work. Thor's reaction when he's faced with an armoured Hulk in the Grandmaster's Contest of Champions is emblematic of Taika Waititi's entire film. The crackling script punctures pomposity at every turn, while the stylish and colourful visuals are like a splash panel come to life.
He's the reigning. He's the defending. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your incredible
Yes! I have to get off this planet. We know each other. He's a friend from work.
Number 7. Send him to anger management. Now the Hulk has always been out of control, an eternal chess game between Bruce Banner and his not so jolly green pal. Now would be a good time to get angry, advises Captain America, as a giant Chitauri snake bears down on the Avengers. That's my secret, Captain, replies Banner. And then he walks towards the danger. I'm always angry, and then, ta-da! He transforms into the Hulk and proceeds to walk off with the last 30 minutes of the film.
Dr. Banner. Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry.
In at number 6, won't somebody think of the airplanes? Less a single moment than a series of jaw droppers. Civil War's airport fight truly delivers on the MCU's promise, an all-out, no-holds-barred, multi-character comic book rumble. There's spectacle galore. Ant-Man goes Giant Man, Scarlet Witch rains cars on Iron Man, Spider-Man takes on the Winter Soldier, with sparkling interplay between characters that would have been unthinkable even just a few years previously. And there's emotion! The rift between Team Cap and Team Tony deepening, Nat's decision to let Steve escape, War Machine getting caught in the crossfire, thrilling, joyous and packed with proper character moments. Isn't that MCU in a nutshell?
They're not stopping.
Neither are we.
In at number 5, that elevator scene. Before the Winter Soldier, you could count the number of great MCU action sequences on the fingers of just one Infinity Gauntlet. The Winter Soldier boasts many, many amazing action scenes, but the capper, excuse the pun, comes with Steve Rogers, full of doubts about S.H.I.E.L.D., climbs into an elevator and finds himself faced with a bunch of burly guys. Sizing up to the situation quickly, Steve issues a very gentle warning. Before we get started, would anyone like to get out? And that's the trigger for a bout of claustrophobic mayhem as Steve royally Rogers' S.H.I.E.L.D. Sorry, Hydra's finest guys. A mini masterclass of tension and fight choreography, it gives the whole film a massive lift. Number 4, the money shot. If there was one defining moment, it is the pan across a deserted, destroyed New York street, revealing the Avengers assembled for the first time in common purpose. The entire film, and the 5 films preceding it, lead up to this moment in which 6 superheroes, 3 of whom have already starred in their own films, shared the screen and proved this crazy idea of an interconnected lattice work of film franchises could work. It also helps that it's a kick-ass shot uniting the film's key theme with all the expectations outside of the narrative. The Avengers can work together, and so can all these stars and different interests. We wouldn't be at the Endgame without this memorable moment. Number 3. Captain America finally gets it up. After years of teasing, cinema goers were treated to this little beauty of a scene. There's not much to say about it, but I
knew it.
In at number 2, our penultimate number. It's on your left, and Avengers Assemble. The thing we were waiting for a whole year. Here we go.
Captain Sam, can you hear me? On your left. Avengers! Assemble.
Before we delve into number 1, we're going to give you a couple of bonus scenes. A little discussed theme in Iron Man's film appearances has been Tony's endless quest to make his armour easier to put on. He's had robot valets, self-propelled rocket crotches, and bracelet-controlled dressing, but his first Pret-a-Porter effort remains his most stylish. The Bond-esque Mark V is gorgeous as well as powerful, and it makes Tony's briefcase the most desirable suitcase since Pulp Fiction. Another favourite scene of ours is from Infinity War and Thor entering Wakanda. It's amazing, it's powerful, it's wonderful, but the Russos missed a trick. It should have been to this music. And in at number 1, I Am Iron Man. Before Iron Man 1, cinematic superheroes only existed in the shadows, all secret identities and hidden layers. It was a call made late in the day, but the decision to have Tony Stark throw caution to the wind changed everything and has given untold benefits to the MCU. From touching moments with Peter Parker and Harley Quinn to the location of the Avengers Tower in central Manhattan.
I am Iron Man.
I am inevitable.
So what did you think of our top 15? Did you agree? Did you disagree? Let us know in the comments what you thought, and also let us know what you'd like us to rank next time.